from scenic West Point, New York. The Christmas presents have been unwrapped. We've got New Year's around the corner, and tonight we've got a college hockey matchup at Tate Rink between the Army Black Knights and the Merrimack Warriors. Hi, hockey fans. He is the one and only Dan Fridgen. I'm Tim Heiman, and it is a pleasure that you made us part of your Tuesday night. It's the Army Black Knights coming out of the Christmas break, hosting the Merrimack Warriors. And Dan, this is an Army team that hasn't played a game in 17 days. Conditioning is going to be a big question for them tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be real important that, Coach Riley manages his lines real well, but also the players on the ice not to overextend themselves on any one shift, because by the third period they'll be spent.
And Merrimack is a team that's coming in missing one of their top scorers and also missing their number one goalie for tonight, so a depleted roster for Mark Dennehy.
Well, I think that's an opportunity for other guys in the lineup to step up. They know that their top scorer might be out, so they're going to be looking for contributions from other guys on the ice.
Okay, so it's a Merrimack team that was at one point ranked 13th in the country. They got off to a great start, but they have hit some hard times as of late due to a tough schedule. Looking for them to bounce back tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I think that, this break sometimes it's good for some teams. Other teams, you like to not have the break, but you know what? We'll see what happens.
One goal Army lead, 8:20 to play in the third period. Black Knights win the faceoff. It's Nick. Off to Maruyo, got a piece. Swatted corner to corner. Warriors have it. The captain, Christie, off for Colquist. Thrown on the net. Knocked down by Gahagan, and he covers up.
Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, Merrimack came out of their zone real clean that time on the breakout, and look, they get an opportunity down at the other end. Something that Coach Dennehy had mentioned to me prior to the start of the game. Now, that was a coach that knows his team.
Said that was the big reason they had so much success to start the season. Just simply, they held on to the puck. They hold on to the puck here, but not on that pass. Outside the zone, Spaxman will sprint to get it. Lashin, the steady defenseman, turns it over. Fiddler alone, he scores! Trevor Fiddler takes the turnover and puts it into the back of the net to give Army a 2-goal lead.
Well, if you ever want a guy to have the puck in all alone on the goaltender, as I mentioned, it's going to be Fiddler. He's got a nice set of hands, good set of wheels. He created some space once he got the puck and went in and sent it top shelf on the goaltender. And now they've got an insurance marker. He waited for the goaltender to go down first. Goaltender committed. Vogler went down on his knees, and that left the top shelf wide open. It's one thing to it's one thing to create the turnover. It's another thing to finish when you get the opportunity.
Goal number 5 for Fiddler. Talked to Brian Riley. He said Fiddler's got a good hockey sense and he can shoot it. And he showed off both aspects on that goal.
Fiddler puts it in the roof.
We've been waiting for that. And that's 2 goals that have gone top shelf on Vogler. Same spot, too. Just over that shoulder. Anderle put one home there in the second. And it's Fiddler's turn here in the third. 3-1 Army lead. Largest of the night. Back to get it in their own end. Christie along the boards. A fight in front of Army's bench. Black Knights come out with it, but not for long as it hit off a glove. A couple of gloves overhanging the top of the railing. We're going to face off in the neutral zone.
Well, when you look at Merrimack there, the defenseman Spaxman, unfortunately it was him that was carrying the puck. You don't want to make that cross-ice pass there. You want to keep the passes short. It's near the end of a period. A lot of snow on the ice, and you want to keep those passes short and up the strong side as opposed to the weak side.
Yeah, rare misstep there by Jonathan Lashin. Mark Dennehy called a beast for this Merrimack team. Merrimack now down by 2. Thrown off the backboards. Flicked by McGuire. Gets it free to Senzo. A 2-on-1. He'll take it towards the net. A save by Vogler. Rebound Colquist. Whistle halt play. The net knocked off its moorings again. This time by a shaken up Warrior. Then Craig Wiesmerski. tried to sell the pass with the head and then just took the shot himself.
Well, Wismerski comes back, picking up the forward. Well, actually, yeah, picking up the forward. Carlisle for Army.
And I know that net gives. It's still got to hurt, though.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Only for a little bit, though. Not like in the day when they didn't move.
Anderle with space. Saved by Vogler. Big shot from the point. Went high, then got knocked low. Went wide in the end. Fan. Out to the point. Preston, another chance. This one knocked away. Army buzzing with that goal. And a 2-goal lead. They lost it, though. It rolls back into Black Knight territory. Good positioning by Rushlin to get inside of Biega. In desperation, Black Knights fling it outside. Gustafson stood up at the blue line. Loose puck, Nick on. Can't clear. Kept alive. Warriors down 3-1. Petty gets brought to the ice. It's Rushlin to get it free. And back into Merrimack territory.
Well, Rushlin's got to keep that real simple. He's got to get that puck low. He's got to get that puck low. And it looks like he's going to go. Oh, I see. They're just bringing him back off the ice because of the icing. Because he handles the puck, he comes up high. His defenseman goes down low. Now he's created a foot race into the neutral zone. Those are the type of growing pains that you go through that Coach Riley's looking for the team to take that next step with.
Which some of those plays would turn an overtime tie or loss to a win, correct?
Exactly, yeah. Army takes a timeout here because they don't like the line that was out there for a long time. They know they're pretty spent, so they'll take a timeout, give them a little bit of a breather.
Army will take on Massachusetts, one last non-conference game to kick off the new year. That's coming up on January 2nd. Then it's on to conference play. And for Army, conference game number 1 in 2016 comes against Sacred Heart in this building. Brian Riley said he likes these non-conference games coming out of the Christmas break because it gives them a chance to really get their quote-unquote ice legs back for a conference play coming up in 2016. And for Merrimack, not an easy schedule. They've got Union waiting for them on January 2nd. That'll be at Dartmouth, by the way. It's up at the Ledyard Classic. Then they'll take on the Big Green, an ECAC opponent. Actually, 4 straight ECAC opponents coming up for Merrimack. You know something about that conference, right, Dan?
Just a little bit.
6 minutes left in the third. Army leads 3-1. Roberts. Army's offside. And for the Black Knights, this was basically chalked up to be a game of getting their conditioning back up, making sure they were ready for game action, but they've gotten a couple of breaks their way. They've had a couple of opportunities that have been converted. And they've also held Merrimack to just 1 goal. Not a bad job by Parker Gahagan tonight. Still, though, 5 and change left before they hope to celebrate win number 2 at home this season. Loose puck. A shot, Christie, knocked down Gahagan. Army on that loose puck, and a turn behind his own net. Dropped it off, a turnover. A chance, a save, rebound put wide. An odd drop pass behind his own net nearly led to a goal. Mansfield would throw it deep.
Well, those are the types of turnovers that you don't want to see happen at this point of the game. Up by 2 goals with 5 minutes left in the third period.
Here's Petty. Swatted by LeBlanc. Merrimack with a chance. Gustafson shot stick wide. On his own shot. From the corner. Through the slot. Out to the point. Picked up by DeCenzo. He put Army on the board with his goal in the first. On bounce off the backboards. Vogler tries to pin it against the base of the cage, and he does. 4:50 left. Army with a 2-goal lead. Back with the rest of regulation here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.